If you want to work in nonprofit, the government, and you don't want to sell your soul, then you're going to be broke, unfortunately. I feel the same way about education, teachers, daycare teachers. I wanted to be a daycare teacher, but it just didn't make enough money to go into preschool education. And so I ended up an accountant in HR, and now here I am doing this. But I really just wanted to play with the babies all day.
I when I spent time back in San Francisco, one of the issues that I really advocated for and chased after and actually became friends with people in this space was childcare. It just really breaks my heart to hear that's what you wanted to do, but you couldn't afford to do that, because early education is so important to determining somebody's life outcomes.
I often wonder about that, about how many people are not going into what they really want to do that they'd be really good at, like education, like early education and other fields like that.
Politics. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because there's just no money in it, or they want to go work at a nonprofit. They want to start a nonprofit or be involved in a nonprofit or mutual aid or whatever it is, but they can't because they're so busy just trying to survive. There's nothing
Yeah.
left to give their fellow man or other people. And I think that's by design. I think that we have separated, like where I live with my daughter and grandchildren and my husband, we all live together. But it's odd now, but that used to be how it was.
Yeah.
The generations stayed together, and we weren't saying you're 18, get out of the house as a society. And I think that we have destroyed that family unit because they want us all moving into our own things and have our own bills and have our own stuff so they get more money.
Maybe. I don't know if it's some well-determined thing as much as an ethos that we all agree to that bites us in the butt in a variety of ways. Have you read the book Bullshit Jobs? Highly recommend. You might be able to get a PDF on the internet. It's written by an anthropologist named David Graeber. And he kind of talks about this, how did we get all these bullshit jobs and the jobs that actually help people? There is this ethos of, if you want to help people, you should either work for free or very cheap. And he makes the point that these are jobs that are often coded as woman jobs. And that's kind of part of it. But definitely read the book. You might like it.
That's definitely part of it when it comes to education and daycare, especially. We do not see men working in the daycare field at all. Not that they're not needed. It'd be great to have those early positive male role models as well in that environment. We just don't see it. I think that's part of it. And I think it's just priorities. Our priorities just aren't where they should be as a society as a whole. But I think that we're seeing more and more of, out of necessity, situations like mine. I didn't mean to live with them. It was going to be temporary they moved, so I moved. It was going to be temporary till we found our own place. And then it just worked out, so we kept it. And I think that back a long time ago, the grandparents would watch the children, and then there wasn't as much of a need for daycare. And since now the grandparents have to work, and they have to keep working until they're too old to watch the children, basically. So the societal safety net that we have within our tribe and our family has been broken down by the necessity of everybody to have to go out and make income when they don't all necessarily used to have to do that. There were people that could stay home and watch the kids, whether it be the mom or the grandma or anybody, an uncle, whoever. There were usually society was people that could keep an eye on the kids. And now we don't have that safety net within our own little ecosystems. And so it's just one of those things that it's all of these issues that we have are like so layered with so many different things that impact them and why they are. And we do need to understand why and how we got here. But at the same time, that really doesn't help anybody now necessarily. Like, how do we fix it moving forward to make sure that people that want to have children and can have the children? Because I know a lot of young people right now that want to have children someday.
Yeah.
But now they're getting in through their late 20s, and they thought they'd have them by now because they thought they'd be set up to have children. And so they're just kind of waiting until they're in the right position, as you should. I did, but ideally you wait till you're in a position to where you can financially take care of a child before you have one. And that is not happening for more and more people. And so they're just not having them.
Yeah.
So if we want people to have children and we want to grow our society and have more children, then we have to support the people when they have the children.
I would be supporting women. So
yes. Ultimately, it would mean supporting women. But my son, his partner is going to stay home and take care of the child, and that's what they want to do. But he can't. He's going to have to get 2 jobs to allow that to happen. And same with my brother. His wife stays home with his kids, and they're able to do it because he works 2.5 jobs. He works. Yeah, he works 2 jobs. Yeah, he works 2 jobs too, basically. And so that didn't have to used to be that way.
Yeah.
So it's I want women to have the choice to stay home, or I want them to have the choice to go to work, whatever they want to choose to do. I want them to have that choice. But at the moment, there are a lot of women, and I was one of them, that wanted to stay home. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to go into preschool and then stay home with my kids and then bring them to preschool with me when they got 3 or 4. And then, so I always planned to stay home when they were little and then go back to work, but I could never do that. Yeah. And I think that if we want women to have that choice, then we have to support them in that choice as well. Or husbands stay home. My husband's a stay-at-home husband. He doesn't work. I work. And so he's much better at it than I ever would have been, to be honest. So yeah, there are people that they want to work and they want their kid to, and so they put their kid to daycare, which is a valid choice as well. Yeah. I just think there's not one right way there can't be. Yeah. There's too many different people with too many different individual lives for there to be one right way to live.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I agree.